This is my review for the Final Fantasy 16 Rising Tide DLC. Let's get into it. First off, I gotta mention the combat, since that's pretty much the main focus of this game for most people. It's just more of the same. It is still fun though. The new Icon Leviathan abilities are actually really awesome. They add a little bit more movement to the battle. Kind of turns it into like a third-person shooter with some of the abilities you get to use. Yeah, that's pretty much the highlight of me as far as the gameplay goes. Otherwise, it's just more of the same. The story's pretty good too. It's nothing to write home about. I didn't find it very memorable. Again, for me, the whole point of playing it was just to get back into the world and play as my boy Clive, because I just enjoyed that gameplay loop so much. I gotta say, the biggest highlight for me in this DLC was definitely the boss battles. As usual with this game, I mean, they're epic battles. It's just like, I don't know, it's really hard to describe. It's something that you have to experience to kind of know what I'm talking about. It's just really fun, anime as hell in my opinion. The Tomberries look a little bit different in this DLC, but I think Final Fantasy 16 has an interesting choice when it comes to monster design, and I think they just do that on purpose. The final boss battle in this DLC was obviously the biggest highlight. I mean, I love these types of things where you're fighting as Ifrit and you're fighting the other icon, and it just gets epic as hell. I don't want to say that it's like my favorite in the entire game. Some of the original boss battles before the DLC was actually more interesting to me than this one was, but it was still pretty good and entertaining. Overall, I'd say this DLC is pretty good. The combat was cool. It's just more of the same, but getting that icon ability is pretty badass. The boss battles are obviously epic as usual with this game, especially that last one. The story, really nothing to remember, but it was decent for what it was, and it definitely helped to carry the plot. So if I had to give this thing a score, I'd probably say it was like a 7 out of 10 because I did enjoy it, but it didn't really hook me as far as the story goes. So let me know what you guys think if you checked out this DLC. Peace.